Vanakkam friends, I extend a warm welcome to all agriculture and horticulture graduates. Here we'll see the different disciplines and their approved eligibility qualifications for ICR NET, ARS and STO examination. Apart from agriculture and horticulture graduates, graduates of botany, plant sciences and life sciences also eligible for agriculture biotechnology, and those who have a degree in zoology were eligible for agriculture entomology and nematology, and those who have specialization in microbiology will also be eligible for agriculture microbiology, botany and life sciences for plant pathology, botany with the plant physiology specialization for plant physiology, then biochemistry with specialization in plants is eligible for plant biochemistry, and environmental science for ENS, and business management graduates with specialization in agriculture business for agribusiness management, and statistics for agriculture statistics, and a master degree in economics with specialization in the agriculture is eligible for agriculture economics, and rural development and rural management for agricultural extension. Then graduates with specialization in family resource management, textile, clothing, child development, food and nutrition for home science, and agriculture engineering, mechanical engineering with specialization in farm machinery and power is eligible for farm machinery and power. Then computer application, information technology and communication and computer science for computer application in IT. Then those who have a degree, master degree in civil engineering with specialization in soil and water conservation, irrigation and drainage, water resources, hydrology, aquatic engineering and water science and technology for land and water management engineering. Then master degree in bioinformatics or any other basic science with specialization in bioinformatics is eligible for bioinformatics. Then master degree in food science and food technology for food technology course. Here our task is simple and try to make the subject purposeful. By attending the lecture, you will acquire knowledge and you will be able to answer in every single question in examination. Today we shall start with the new subject, that is plant breeding, introduction part. It is an art and science which deals with ways and means to change the genetic architecture of plant, that is manipulation of plant qualities to create new varieties with desired characteristics, which is to attain a particular objective. The objective may vary. What for this breeding is essential and what is its objectives and what is the necessity to create new varieties, or its main objectives is the first and foremost objective is to enhance the crop yield and improving the quality and elimination of toxic substances, and to develop varieties for resistant against the biotic and abiotic stresses like pest and diseases, and to tolerate extreme environmental conditions respectively. And other important objectives are change in maturity duration, that is early maturing varieties are preferred, and improving agronomic characters, and reducing the plant height to reduce lodging effect, and photoinsensitive crops and non-shattering crops, synchronized maturity crops, and to eliminate or introduction of dormancy. And there are different methods of plant breeding, but we have given only a gist of few plant breeding types only. We will see in detail in further videos. The first one is inbreeding. Here, because of self-fertilization, the progeny is produced generation after generation is same. So it is mainly useful for preserving the original traits. The next one is hybrid breeding. Here two different plants are crossed. It may be two varieties or two species or two genus are crossed to produce the new plant which has better productivity and qualities than the parents. The next one is backcrossing. Backcrossing is nothing but crossing F1 hybrid with any one of the parent. Mostly it is done to improve one or more specific defects of high yielding varieties, particularly disease resistant traits are transferred. The next one is mutation breeding. It is a method of breeding which can be induced by exposing to radiations like X-rays, UV rays and gamma rays, and chemicals like EMS, ethyl methane sulfonate, and MMS, etc. The next one is genetic engineering. It is a manipulation of genes, that is, removal of genes from one organism to another with the desirable traits, which is also known as genetically modified crops like BT crops. The important innovations and scientists involved in plant breeding program are given in list. The first one is Gerhard Johann Mendel, a father of genetics and plant breeding, and in the year 1922 to 84. He experimented in the year 1866 with the Gordon P and discovered law of inheritance. We will see in detail in further videos about the law of inheritance. And the second one is the Thomas Fairchild in the year 1717 produced the first artificial hybrid, that is interspecific hybrid between Sweet William and Coronation, Dianthus barbatus and Dianthus caryophyllus. The next one in the year 1856, Vilmorin proposed individual plant selection is based on progeny testing in sugar beet, which is also known as Vilmorin's principle of progeny testing. The next one, triticale, the first man-made cereal, which is an intergeneric cross between a wheat and rye, was developed by Rimpu in the year 1890. DT46 is a variety of triticale. It was done in the year 1890. The next one, in the year 1900, Mendel's law of inheritance was rediscovered by Hugo de Vries, a Holland scientist, Correns from Germany, and Tessenmark from Australia discovered Mendel's law of inheritance. In the year 1903, Johannesson developed a pure line concept. The pure line concept was we'll discuss later in detail. He is a Danish botanist, developed pure line concept. Apart from this, the terms genotype and phenotype was given by Johannesson in the year 1909. The next one, the overdominance hypothesis of heterosis was given by East and Schull in maize crop in the year 1908. The next one, the overdominance is given by East and Schull. Dominant hypothesis of heterosis is given by Davenport in 1908. The next one, the first double cross maize is made by Jones in 1917. He is the first to use male sterility in development of hybrids. The next one, Vavilov, N.I. Vavilov, a Russian geneticist in the year 1926 identified the centers of crop diversity, that is center of origin, and also a law of homologous series of variation, that is law of parallel variation. He identified 8 main centers and 3 subcenters of crop diversity. We will see in detail about the centers of origin. The next one, Karpachenko, a Russian scientist in the year 1928, developed first intergeneric hybrid between radish and cabbage. Use triangle, that is given by Nagagaru in 1935. He proposed use triangle, which deals with the origin of tetraploid species of Brassicae family. Then Horridge Painter in the year 1951 founded 3 mechanisms of insect resistance in crop plants, that is non-preference, that is making a plant which is not preferred by insects, antibiosis and tolerance, which was given by Horridge Painter. Then H.H. Floor in the year 1956 proposed gene for gene hypothesis in flask, that is linseed for flask rust caused by Malum sporyline. The next one, Vanda Planck founded vertifolia effect in late blight of potato, Phytophthora infestans, and he proposed vertical and horizontal resistance. Here vertical resistance is race specific, which controls only specific race of pathogens, and horizontal resistance deals with which controls all the races of pathogen. The next one, Norman Borlaug in 1964, he is the father of green revolution in world. He developed high yielding semi-dwarf varieties of wheat. The next one, in year 2000, first genome sequencing in plant is done. particularly in Arabidopsis thaliana, while in 2002 genome sequencing of rice is done. In 2005, cultivation of BT cotton in Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan was approved by Government of India. Then nobilization of sugarcane is done in crops by Barber and Venkatraman working at Sugarcane Breeding Institute, Coimbatore. The nobilization of canes is nothing but transferring thick stem and high sugar content, from noble cane to Indian cane. Noble cane is Saccharum officinarum and Saccharum barbari is an Indian cane. That transferring is nothing but nobilization of Indian cane. Then Saccharum spontaneum is a wild species resistant for diseases, and the term apomixis was given by Winkler in 1908. Hereafter we will see the term given by like this. Here there is no story and all and a concept. Kindly bear with this. Then self-incompatibility was given by Stout in 1917. Kohlreuter first reported self-incompatibility in Verbascum phaenaceum, and then gametophytic system of self-incompatibility was discovered by Easton Mangelsdorff in 1925 in Nicotiana sanderne, whereas sporophytic self-incompatibility was discovered by Huggies and Babcock in 1950. Then Kohlreuter in 1763 first reported male sterility in flowering plants. Then the gene pool concept was given by Harlan and Dewitt in 1971. Here the gene pool deals with what means it consists of all the genes and their alleles present in all such individuals which hybridize with each other. There are three types of gene pool concept. Primary gene pool, here the intermatting is easily, which leads to the production of fertile hybrids. GP1 is easily crossable one. Secondary gene pool, here the partial fertility is observed, that is the intermediate crossing is observed. Then in tertiary gene pool, sterile hybrids are observed while crossing with the GP1. The next one, the term microcenter was given by Harlan in 1951. The term primary center of origin was proposed by Vavilov, that we have already seen. The megacenters theory was proposed by Zukowski. The center and non-center concept was proposed by Harrian. Here, Van der Planck in 1963, this concept we have already seen, the concept of vertical and horizontal resistance was given by Van der Planck. Then pure line selection was given by Johannesson. This is also we have already seen. Then the single seed descent method of breeding was suggested by Golden in 1939. This we will see in detail in further videos. Then this concept of single seed descent method in oats was given by Graffius, and in soybean was given by Brim in 1966. Bulk method of breeding was developed by Nielsen Hegel in 1908. Recurrent selection was coined by Hull. The procedure for recurrent selection was described by Jenkins. In recurrent selection, there are two concepts. Recurrent selection for specific combining ability, that is narrow-based test cross, was proposed by Hull in 1945, whereas general combining ability, that is broad-based test cross, was suggested by Jenkins. Then reciprocal recurrent selection was proposed by R.E. Comstock, H.F. Robinson and P.H. Harvey in 1949. In progeny selection, year-to-row method was proposed by Hopkins. First progeny selection was observed in maize, which was proposed by Hopkins. Modified year-to-row method was proposed by Longest. Then next one is the commercial cultivation of synthetics was suggested in maize by Hayes and Garber in 1919. G.H. Shull was the first to produce single cross hybrid in maize. G.H. Shull was the first to produce a single cross hybrid in maize. The top cross method was given by Davis in 1927. We will see in detail about the top cross, test cross, back cross in further videos. The exploitation of hybrids in tobacco was carried out by Cold-Reiter. Then the heterosis was coined by G.H. Schell. Already we have seen the over-dominance hypothesis given and dominance hypothesis and all. The first hybrid rice was developed in 1976 at China by Yuan Longping, who is a father of hybrid rice. Then the term mutation was coined by Hugo de Vries in 1900. The scientific study of mutation was started in the year 1910 by Morgan and his workers. Then the mutagenic action of X-rays was discovered by Muller in 1927, particularly in Drosophila, and was awarded Nobel Prize in 1946. The mutation action of gamma rays was given by Stadler in 1928 in barley and maize. Then the next concept, heterobelgiosis. The term was coined by Fonseca in 1965 in wheat diallel analysis. Then heterosis was used by Meredith and Bridge in 1972. Over-dominance term was coined by Hull in 1945 in maize. The idiotype was proposed by Donald in 1968 in wheat. The term idiotype is proposed by. Then the concept was also proposed by Donald. We will see in detail about idiotype in further videos. Then the term epistasis was originally proposed by Bateson in 1909. Then clone by Weber, genome by Winkler, ampemixis by Weismann, polyembryony by Leeuwenhoek, parthenocarpy by Null, parthenogenesis by Owen, selection and heterostyle by Darwin. Triple fusion was given by Strasburger. Colchicine was discovered by Blaxley. Thank you friends, thank you for watching. In this video we have given only the term, and the term is given by whom and in which year. In further videos we will give a detailed explanation about each and every term in detail. Kindly subscribe our YouTube channel to get the upcoming videos so that you can get a detailed information about this. Thank you friends. Thank you for watching. Thank you.